So we've gone through the setup for your room, how you should have your setup for your HydraFacial, microdermabrasion machines, ultrasonic, however you're going to have it situated. For me, I have mainly everything on my right side because I'm a righty. Now you can have your machines in back of you. Some people like to use a rolly chair like this chair and then turn around, grab their stuff, and then they're in front of the client. The machine is in back of them. There are several ways to set up your aesthetic room, massage room, personal training room, whatever you're going to do. It's easy. Don't let your school dictate to you about how you should handle your clients, your business, your money, your love life, or anything. Like, no, who you pray to, it is all up to you. With that being said, my setup is right side HydraFacial. This is my table right here. I know you can't see everything in the video, but there's a little small trolley or cart that has my cleanser, moisturizer, basic stuff, my popping pimple tools, extractions, or lancets. I also have my dermaplaning tools, a fan, so on and so forth, whatever you're going to use. But it makes noise. Or it doesn't make noise, it just, you can't really hear what I'm saying. So for our purposes, we're going to take the mask off so you don't yell at me. Okay? I'm going to put this up here. And we have another clear mask that I'm about to show you in just a moment. So let's just say you want to talk and you don't have anything over your mouth. You can have your eyewear. Bad thing with these are, it gets cloudy. Just like somebody wearing glasses, it gets foggy. So, sanitizer. Make sure it doesn't spurt everywhere. Sanitize your hands. Never over the client's face because alcohol drips. It drips down. Make sure you're away, back way, sanitize. Make sure you don't flick and go. One little spackle in the eye, come on. We all been at the dinner table and we ate something and maybe you putting some more lemon in the sweet tea. We shouldn't be drinking sweet tea, diabetic. Hey, but hey, we had to get that sweet tea. Lemon, the lemon juice spurts in the eye. Just one lemon drop, you be, oh Lord, I can't even eat my meal. That's how acidic a lime or lemon is. It's really, really powerful. Just for one little squirt, like ksh, crazy. So make sure you can have your eye gear, eyewear, mask. It is up to you. Just come down, right over the bottom lip. And she has lashes. Her lashes are nice. So I'm gonna plant this over nice and gentle, like gentle, gentle. Eyelashes, gentle. And I let it just sit on the face because somebody has nice, long, luscious lashes like she has. Come on. In her mind, she's like, if you break, I will break you. So make sure you don't get broken. And place the towel gently over the face. So now we're opening up the pores, allowing for our products or our cleanser to go down and eat up any type of dirt, debris, or any other type of craziness that sits on the face all day. So remember, gently take it off because eyelashes like to stick to towels. I don't care if they're natural, unnatural, whatever it is. If it's hair, it will cling on to other soft towels like this. All right, so now that we steam the face with either your steamer or a hot towel, and if you don't have a steamer or a hot towel, that's okay. Scoop down on the palms. Face next, or cheek area. Then the neck. In the nose. Make sure it don't get in the eye. Lips. Underneath the eyes, nose. And the soap will dissipate. Even if you use a lot, it will start to break down. Now notice how I didn't use a steamer, I didn't use any extra water because it has oil, those 3 different oils with the soap. it really doesn't go anywhere. It dissipates on the face because you're working it into the face. So there's 1, 2, and 3. It's the very first one. Hit it. Comes on. Grab the wand. This is called your wand. Just like a Harry Potter wand, like Asperium Odum. I don't know what they were saying in the movie, but they said something like that, or Olivium Omori, or crazy. All right, so then, and pretend we have gloves on as well. I forgot to say that in the very beginning, but this is just for our purposes. My hands are cut, my nails are cut, I sanitized, I did what I needed to do, and I prayed, so we're okay. Make sure it's highlighted. See how it's not highlighted when you turn it on? That's what this button is on the wand. It really is a Harry Potter wand. Like, it's like, da-da-da-da, yeah. And they did. Da-da-da-da, on. Yep. It's on again. And look, it's highlighted. It lets you know it's on. And plus you hear your machine humming. Make sure you tap on your hand. Make sure the water starts to come out. And if nothing comes out, your water level is probably not on. So we go to our water level and our air pressure. There we go. So see, when you hold there, it starts to come out. So sometimes when it doesn't come out, make sure you check your water pressure. See, it says right here, max and minimum. And no worries, we're going to get a close-up view of everything I'm talking about. It is. Same solution. Just you can see through it. This is what I would ship to you for your solutions. So if you shake it up, oh yeah, soap and bubbles and cleanser and all types of stuff that gets rid of dirt and debris. It's right here in this bottle. This is the same exact thing as this. Just the oils and the soap, they're both in one bottle. This just comes out as a foam. So when it comes out, it's a foam. That's why it's in this bottle. It's a foam bottle. But this would actually go into the machine. You don't want foam coming out of the machine. No. So that's why it's in a liquid form that I personally make. I like somebody to just regulate the pressure for me so I don't have to worry. I can enjoy my facial. Now, the forehead, I just did fast strokes. You can do slow. So again, you're pressing down, wait for the water, move, and you're just moving slow. Sorry, I'm gonna pop it on just a minute.
I got 2 of them.
So again, at the chin, you can take your fingers, wrap underneath her chin, place your fingers here, that holds the skin. These fingers are just holders, like anchors. Like when an anchor needs to dock in a port or somewhere where they need to just chill, that anchor comes down and holds the skin. I like to use upward strokes, so skin is sucking, I see the water, then I just move slowly. Break off. So when you're breaking off, you just tilt and it comes off, okay? So hold, press, wait for the water, there we go, break off. That's it. So again, hold, wait for the water or the cleanser, glide up, break it off. But just make sure you don't have it on high temperature, because trying to do that with the suction so great, oh no, it will be crazy. So the lip, I like to take my thumb and hold on the other side, and it's like almost like I'm moving their lip towards this way. I press down, hold, wait for the water, and just slowly move to the outside. Break them. Now, ask your client, is it too much around on the lip? A little bit. All right. So she said no, so we're gonna keep on moving. Now the nose is the same way. Thumb on top of the nose. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Now this button up here, I like to keep the button in between my fingers, like chopsticks. Like you're about to eat with chopsticks. Remember, this hand is like the clincher. This one is like stabilizing chopstick hand. So So only hand that really moves is this hand. Like Mr. Miyagi, the bowl, when he's teaching Daniel's son back in the day how to eat some rice, and Daniel's son didn't want to listen, he had to chop him in his neck. Yeah, because he wouldn't want to listen. Keep this like a chopstick in this little button, because if you don't, let's say the button is turned this way towards my thumb, this is what's going to happen. Because nature will tell you to keep pressing it because you're holding on to the machine. These fingers will always do what the thumb's going to do. The thumb's going to do what these fingers, they're all together. So if you're gripping this, the thumb's going to grip the button. So that's why you have your button in the middle. So to the side. So let's just say the head is facing, see how my head is turned? So this way you're going to turn it to where the lip is facing up on the same, so they're all in line with each other, okay? So now we're going to take off chamber A, the soap. Remember in the beginning we did manually. Manually means you're using hands only, or the machines are doing the work, but you have something to do with it. You're manually operating something on its own. Now, when you want to do the machine by itself to cleanse the face, to get off the soap, then you're using chamber A first for the cleanser, but to take it off, you need to use chamber D, which is on the back side of your HydraFacial machine. Like I said, again, you will see everything in just a moment, but for now, the chamber D is back here. We're gonna change the knob. This is your control knob. The control knob, like you're controlling the TV, power on, power off, channel 13, 15, whatever. This is the channel button. This is what you're hitting like 54 to get my HD, HBO, or whatever it is. You're about to see some sort of scary ass movie. We're gonna change it to chamber D. So let's say on the remote control it said D. Oh, that's the same thing here, controller. You're moving it to D. So now that we're on chamber D, remember that arrow has to be on D. So the arrow's right here, chamber D, yes, it's pointing to D. If the chamber moves again, guess what? This is now A. If it moves again, this is B. If it moves again, C. So you're turning the knob, the controller. That's all, okay? So we're now on D. Make sure it's right. Get your wand. Same everything. We're not changing any heads, okay? Hit the same button. Oh shit. We're ready to go. So now this should pull water, clean, fresh water from the backside. Chamber D is your clean water. All right. So we wait for the water again. You can test it on your skin first just to make sure everything gets clean. Now it should take a few seconds because remember you're going from A to D. It takes 5 or 6 seconds, maybe 10 at the most. Now we're actually going to use gloves because anytime you want to do extractions and blood pops out or pus or oozing liquids from anybody's face, you want to wear some gloves. Oh Lord, get in there. Okay. I made it fit. Make sure you wear the proper gloves, even if you're a male or female. If you have big hands, hey, you gotta, hey, fit, get it in there. There we go. I'll make it fit. Not like that, but you know what I mean. So we got the gloves on. Now we're gonna extract. So there's 2 different types of extraction tools that I use. I use the basic extraction tool, which has the 2 heads. One loop is a little bit depressed, like a 45-degree angle. This one is a flatter head for broad stroke movements for bony landmarks like the forehead, my shiny forehead. So this one I like using the most, but this one comes with a lancet. This one just has the 45-degree angle one. Popped open any type of acne or bumps that we have on the face. We're now going to move into our B chamber. B chamber is a light chemical peel. When I say light, I do mean at least 3, 4, possibly 5% of a chemical peel. You will feel a slight tingle or, you know, spicy feeling on the face. Like it's like, whoa, it's almost like aftershave. If you shaved and all of a sudden put aftershave, you're like, ow, it's like that. Well, maybe not as bad as that. It's lighter than that. But this peel is for anybody, everybody. That's what the HydraFacial was made for, everybody's skin type. So let's go to chamber B. So chamber B, guess what we have to do? We have to turn it to chamber B. Remember your controller? So find B. Yep, okay, so you gotta turn again. Now you're on B because it's facing and pointing on B chamber. This is your controller. So now that we know that, let's turn the machine on. Man, you're using the same wand for everything in option number 1. Remember, this is option number 1. Number 2, we'll go into diamond tips. Number 3, we'll go into more mature skin or people who have facial conditions and what you can use with that. But for right now, let's use chamber B. Hold, wait for it to cycle, the water. Yep, there we go. There we go. Now you might have to turn your water down because remember we came from D, the clean chamber on the back side. That pushes out just a little bit of water, even if it's at maximum. So now that it's at maximum, it's putting out too much water. So we want to turn it down. Make sure it cycles through because it takes about a second to change chambers. And so with B chamber, you can smell it. You're like, oh yeah, there is a difference. Now I'm gonna show you on this video how the different solutions that you can buy online, when you smell them, they smell exactly the fucking same. I shit you not. You can't really tell what it is. You don't even know if it's just alcohol, if it's just water, or just pee. You don't know what it is. So make sure it smells like some sort of solution you smelled before. Most chemicals or cleaning solutions are gonna smell like cleaning solutions. Like this, I can smell the peel. I can smell it, okay? So with this chamber, we're gonna go pretty fast. We're not gonna waste our time. And I know what some of you guys are saying, like, oh my God, you're hurting the client's face. It's too much skin pulling. Well, my client is youthful. She don't have to worry about pulling on her face until she gets about 86, 96 years old. And even by that time, modern medicine has caught up. Our skin is probably going to be looking even better in the next 30, 40 years because of modern medicine. And plus, we are people of color. And if not saying that you have to be a person of color, but yeah, black really doesn't crack if you take care of your skin. And so for me to pull in different directions, and it's against some of you guys' books, my lady's book or aesthetic books that say, hey, you must go in an upward direction. Yeah, if you have saggy skin and your skin is falling off your face like Night of the Living Dead, then yeah, you might want to come up towards your face. Yeah, that's like a face lift. That's where you get the face lift. Yes, you are lifting the face. That's where the word comes from. It's not no plastic surgeon that just thought of something overnight. No, it's just you're lifting your face back to its normal, elasticity levels where you were youthful and young at one point. My client here, she's youthful. I don't have to worry about holding down the skin so much or moving in different directions. I don't have to worry about that. So don't at me with bullshit and craziness. Turn it off. Our last steps that we're gonna do is rinse off the solution from chamber B. Oh, that's so hard. It's not hard at all because we just did it. Remember we changed it to chamber D? D is your clean water. It takes off everything. So we're gonna switch it back to D. So now that we know we're on D, guess what? Get your wand again. Same wand. We're not doing anything different. When everybody says you have to use all these other machines at the same time, no, you don't. This is just your cleansing portion. That's why it's option number 1. It's good for everybody. Turn it on. Now, since we changed it to chamber D, what do we need to do? We can't just go straight to the face again. We have to wait for it to cycle. So cycle means we were operating off of B, so now we gotta filter B out. So see how, see it's moving? I know you guys can't see it up close, but that water is pumping out. So now it's clear. And there's no smell, so we have fresh water. So hold down, wait about 10 seconds, 20 seconds, maybe even a minute at most, and let that water cycle. See it's moving, pumping. And ask your client to lift her chin as high as she can go. Perfect. Now hold her chin so you can get underneath the chin. I forgot to show you that in the very, very beginning. I do apologize. Be careful of the neck openings, you know, carotid arteries. You don't want to put your whole hand and hold it on somebody's skin. You're cutting off blood flow. Just underneath the chin. Okay? And her chin is easy to work with, so you don't really need to do too much of anything. The serum, you can add it 2 ways. You can do it manually. This is your serum. This has 4 different oils. Grapeseed, argan oil, almond oil. Number 2 is the same exact treatment. Everything we just did in the beginning, except for a few tweaks, that's all. So option number 2, we use steps number 1 through 4, which I'm gonna list in the video. 1 through 4 is the same exact thing. Remember, we cleansed the skin, looked at the skin, analyzed it, took off the serum with chamber D, and we added extractions. We looked at the skin after extractions. After that, we pretty much went on to the next step, which is now step number 5 for option number 2. Option number 2, step 5. Now you're going to use your diamond tip microdermabrasion. Remember, we extracted bumps. This time, you extract the bumps. This head, the same wand, the same Harry Potter wand. Take off the head. You took off the tip. Put the tip down. Get your diamond tip microdermabrasion. This head is different. And this, I'm going to show you up close in a minute. Put it on. You are doing the same exact strokes that you just did. The only thing that you're using is chamber A. Your cold hammer. So your cold hammer, right here on top, you turn it on and you let it sit. Turn this on in the very beginning. If you're going to use option 2, turn this on in the very beginning. It's not going to turn off. You just put it right here and you keep it on. So dermabrasion, they both work at the same time. So while this head, I'm using it on the client's face, the cold hammer is still getting cold because it takes up to 5 to 10 minutes to get cold. Because it's not that long at all. There's HydraFacial classes that you're going to spend $2,000, $3,000 I've seen online, and it's a waste of time. Option number 3 is for pregnancy, or for rosacea, or for people who have psoriasis or milia, or psoriasis will probably be like on the neck area and décolleté. Anybody who has like milia on the forehead lines, or line of the hairline on your forehead, or underneath the eye, those little white filled sacs that are kind of like jelly. And for people who are religious, if you have religious reasons where you can't get a true facial, or it doesn't have to be true, it could just be certain chemicals your religion won't allow you to put on your face, then yes, this is the facial for you. For more mature skin, people who have fine lines, sagging skin, wrinkles, this is for them. Option number 3. So everything, we're going to do option number 1 through 4, same exact steps as you did in option 1.